And I know this sounds crude, but he said we could drown them in our urine. And I thought, oh my God, what a horrible metaphor. But I realized we forget our power, the enormity of this. Because most of us right now are at home or at work, or we're listening maybe later, a week or so, a year later, and we look around and we're saying, is anybody out there? Oh, yes, absolutely. And all that I have said is, and I think you as well, is I'm not afraid of anything. Paul Joseph Watson, what do you wish you didn't know? What truth do you wish you didn't know? What are you sorry for knowing? What information do you wish you were dumb about? Because I haven't figured it out yet. I have not found anything where I say, boy, you know what? I wish I didn't know that historical fact. I wish I didn't know that cancer scare. I wish I didn't know the truth about this war that I thought was noble. Ignorance is not bliss. It's dangerous. And I've never apologized to anybody for wanting to know the truth. I ask questions. You've seen kids. What do kids always ask? Why? Go to room. Why? Go to bed. Why? You need your sleep. Why? And they're not being pesky. It's a beautiful question. Why? I don't understand this. I'm not satisfied. Give me an example if I could. Did you happen to see Norah O'Donnell speak recently on CBS with Prince Turki Al Faisal of Saudi Arabia regarding ISIS?
Yeah, we played that clip on the Sunday show, I believe.
Now, wait a minute. Stop. This is where I imagine this scene, like a Kubrick movie. Somebody walks off on the set wearing a headset. He's a stagehand or somebody, and he says, stop, stop, stop. I can't take this anymore. Ask him about how many people they've beheaded. They beheaded a woman recently for sorcery. Did you know that? You're asking a man who lives in who rules basically over a country that beheads women for sorcery. Now let me just let that marinate a little bit. Ask him about his brother, Abdel Rahman Al Faisal, who's the paymaster for ISIS or ISIL or IS or AQI or Al-Nusra Front or Al-Qaeda or Daesh or whatever neologism you want to give it. And Khorasan. You know how many of the people, did you know this? How many Khorasan members there are, Paul Joseph Watson? 50.
And this was a group that they just invented. I mean, it's basically Al-Nusra, who they were supporting previously, because all the Syrian rebels, the so-called Syrian rebels, defected to Al-Nusra. So they just renamed the group to hide the fact that they had indirectly supported the group before this so-called bombing. It's amazing. Quick call, Judy in Florida. Go ahead, Judy.
Hi, Paul. This is really great to speak with you. I've talked to other hosts on Alex's program. I guess I've called almost as much as McGruff at this point. But I had a story I wanted to tell you very, very quickly, and then I had my question. But I sent out an email when I found out about the first Ebola case, and I sent out to my network and essentially discussed what I felt was the gravity of the situation, and said this is not fear mongering, but this is something everybody needs to be aware of, blah blah blah. And I brought up the point that the plane had touched down with patient 0 at Dulles International. And the reason why that's significant is because I used to live very close to it, and I got an email back from a very close friend's son, and he said in a very contrite, very condescending way, Ebola is not transferable during incubation. It can only be transmitted with direct contact with feces, saliva, and blood, and that's when most severe symptoms have set in. And I said, well, it's also potentially airborne. I said in a email back to him, and I sent yours and Du's report that had the video of that facility that held the monkeys, the quarantine unit in Reston, Virginia, and to further validate what I was trying to say. And the thing is, the skating rink and the statue in Reston is I used to work right down the street from it, and I used to live in Reston, Virginia. And this guy still lives in Reston, Virginia. But, I think he poo-pahs a lot of what I have to say, but I think I guess what I'm trying to get to is that I'm really kind of tired of being, talked to in a condescending way by anyone, because what I see you and Alex and anybody's got, any want to know the truth, that we're the intellectuals. We're the ones that are the shepherds. We are shepherding those, and we're trying to save the lives of those that are, right now condemning us, that are, not the government that's actually, or the New World Order cabal.
Exactly. That's why we're taking so much flack. That's why, trust in media is now back to its record low. I mean, people are seeing right through that, and they're seeing right through the attacks. So, I mean, that's definitely the case. We're going to be back in the next segment, final segment, with Lionel. We're going to talk about media narratives and how we can shape them. LionelMedia.com is the website, or at Lionel Media on Twitter. This is the Alex Jones Show live, breaking news as it happens at Infowars.com. Stay right there. We'll be back with Lionel after the break.
The feds are trying to ban your right to own body armor. It is crucial to purchase your body armor before it is too late and another one of your rights are taken away. Cady Armor has the most affordable Level 3 armor on the market today. Cady Armor withstands up to 7.62 NATO rounds. Don't have your own body armor yet? Hurry before it's too late. Order yours at CadyArmor.com. That's CATI Armor.com. Come and take it. Get some.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
We all have our own idea about what being safe and secure means. The door's locked, bills are paid, you've got a job that keeps the lights on, and a home to call your own. But what happens when Mother Nature throws a curveball?
I'm telling you, take cover.
Are you prepared to live without electricity or passable roads for weeks at a time? Do you even have a plan B? If you do, are you willing to bet your life on it?
Children left with no homes.
And no one's coming to help them.
The first step towards self-reliance in the face of disaster is a visit to MyPatriotSupply.com. There you'll find the absolute best prices on storable foods, non-GMO seeds, emergency water filtration devices, and so much more. All orders over $49 qualify for free shipping in the lower 48 states. Call 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927 and speak to one of our preparedness advisors today, or visit us at MyPatriotSupply.com. Remember, before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare.
You've heard about the essential qualities of iodine when it comes to your well-being, and you've read the opinions of top experts regarding this good member of the halogen family. Still, reports indicate that iodine is absent in sufficient amounts from the daily lives of countless people worldwide. Now, our extra-strength new nascent iodine formula is here, Survival Shield X2, leading the way into the next generation of super high-quality nascent iodine. InfoWars Life Survival Shield X2 is derived from 200-plus million-year-old salt solutions found more than 7,000 feet below the Earth's surface. The result is a unique nascent iodine that is both concentrated and free of unwanted additives, genetically modified ingredients, and completely vegan. We even pre-screen our Survival Shield X2 iodine for radiation. Pure, clean, and sourced from deep within the Earth, X2 nascent iodine is available exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsStore.com, or call 1-888-253-3139.
Segment of the Alex Jones Show with Lionel. There's an update coming from Dallas health officials. They're about to give a press conference here in the next 20 minutes or so about the Ebola situation. Obviously 100 people exposed at least in Dallas, so hopefully there are no more confirmed cases, but there is about to be another update on that situation in Dallas, so we'll be tracking that, of course, across the website. We're currently talking to Lionel of LionelMedia.com. Lionel, just in the last few minutes, I wanted to get into this recent Gallup poll. Trust in mainstream media returns to its previous all-time low of 40%. And again, it goes back to this David Cameron UN speech. They're petrified of losing their ability to control the narrative. They still have to act in concert to do so, the mainstream media, because they're losing their individual power, their audience. But so long as they can corral everybody around a talking point or around a narrative, they're still able to sway huge numbers of the US population. But obviously, their power in terms of that is diluting. You know, we had Drudge 15 years ago go in front of the National Press Club and basically say that the media landscape is about to completely change. He was dead on accurate. That happened over the next 15 years. Given that they're so insecure now, apparently, about losing the ability to control this narrative, how do you see the media landscape developing over the next 15 years?
Developing?
Degenerating, maybe.
Degenerating, perhaps, pock-filled. Not only that, conventional talk radio, you name it. You know, just to give you an idea, first and foremost, I think if I know Alex like I think I know Alex, if you were to be at a press conference and somebody were to turn to you and say yes, and you basically asked the question and said, okay, that's it. Because believe it or not, in certain mainstream media, and I kid you not, I can say that on a family show, they send somebody out to a report. We'll say, kid, all right, Watson, you're new here. We'll give you $25 or a six-pack if you can get the mic flag in the press conference, a little card, little square that fits on the microphone showing the television or radio station's call letters. If you can get that mic flag in, $25 and a six-pack. You think I'm kidding? You don't have to know anything to be in mainstream media. You got to look like Barbie or Ken or be cute. And and that's it. I mean, no, you will never be. Nobody will ever call you in and say, Watson, what the hell do you know about? No, I don't need to know anything. The other day, when Rick Perry was talking, I think it was Sean Hannity. Rick Perry said, "Oh, there's nothing to worry about." Imagine this thought experiment, Paul. What if somebody said, "Hey, Rick, did you hear the news?" Let's just assume we're at a press conference. They just found out that there is a vaccine for Ebola. It's called Gardasil. I mean, he would be all over that. Really? I still have that Merck deal going. This is a guy who basically, talking about vaccines, if I were to meet with a pool of, let's say, Texas media people and said, you know about Perry, right? And Gardasil? No. HPV? Merck? No. You don't know anything about that? No. Okay. Wow. If you ask these people, what do you know about? What is your frame of reference? Tell me what you know about Ebola. Listen, Paul, I got to be honest. And I love when people always preface what they're saying with, I got to be honest. Like, well, thanks for letting me know this. But this is about a plague, a pandemic. I have to ask for permission for this? Seriously.
That's right. It's amazing. Lionel, we're wrapping up the show now. LionelMedia.com, at LionelMedia on Twitter. Thanks for joining us. That's going to do it for this edition of The Alex Jones Show. We'll be back tomorrow with more breaking news. Check out InfoWars Nightly News tonight. All the breaking news at Infowars.com. We'll see you tomorrow.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
In the near future.
When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. InfoWars building independent media operations.
You let the worst people get control and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
It's a popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars.
Alex Jones is now in an Austin jail.
These people are assaulting us.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.
You gotta set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. Intellectual Actually, it's begun. You can feel it.